Offense with decent field position from the 35, and we're on their way. The snap, quick pass to the far side. That's caught by Roebuck. Roebuck gets the first down and then some as he gets into Husky territory just like that. Only 10 seconds in. Saddleback really hungry to get on the scoreboard. They have not been able to score a touchdown since late in the third quarter of the September 10th game against Mount Sac. So it's been a while since Saddleback has been able to get 6 points on the board. Here they'll operate with 3 wide and a tight end. Over the middle, incomplete, well defended. That was Jonathan Perkins from his middle linebacker position, able to knock down the ball. Quarterback for Saddleback, D'Artagnan Mousseau. The product from Capistrano Valley in Mission Viejo, a hometown product for the Bobcats of Saddleback. Here's 2nd and 10, 14 minutes, 18 seconds to go. First quarter, we're just underway. Huskies show blitz. They'll reset the offense as the Bobcats look to the far sideline. New play into Mousseau. Out of a pistol set this time. Up the gut, Huskies all over that one. Vincent Parra involved in the tackle on that one. So was Cameron Robinson. Huskies rotating offensive linemen here. They like to operate with a 3-man front. Snap. Mousseau, plenty of time. Underneath, caught. That's Morton, who might be able to pick up the first down. Chain gang on the far sideline was moving. Not so fast, so 3rd and about 1 or so. From the 36 now. They'll go for it on 4th here. Full house up the gut of the Huskies. Is it enough? Looks short. Turnover on downs. Huskies hold. So a good sign for the Huskies as the offense will take over from the 35. The offense has been able to hold its own. Well balanced. They're number 4 in passing touchdowns. Possibly loses a yard. Now that'll create 3rd and forever here at the 12-15 mark. ELAC offensively, they're a lot of fun. Terrence Gibson, ELAC's freshman quarterback, is number 5 in the state with his 10 touchdowns. But great news also comes with some heartache. The offensive line has allowed 13 sacks, make it 14. Here's Gibson rolling out, looking, evades one, does the smart thing of just throwing it away, lives another day. Punting unit will come onto the field here. So 4th and 21. Both teams start sluggish on offense.
Bobcats will take over on the 24-yard line. First down.
Back deep to receive is Andre Whiteside. Quincy Ivory will be punting. Kicks a high, short wobbler. It will take a Saddleback short bounce forward. And Saddleback will basically take over where they left off in their previous possession. No score, 11:28 to go in this first quarter. Dan Gudino here flying solo here on SportsNetUSA.net. And it's all brought to you by DG Sports Marketing and Broadcasting. helping your company find a sound path. Rousseau and the Bobcats will operate with a single tight end and 3 wide. In the backfield, Jamari Farrell. Taylor and the Huskies blitz. Pitch around the edge and then some. Across the 30 and taken down at the 26. Gain of 8 by number 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2 now. Under 11:05 on the game clock. Single tight end, 3 wide from the gun. Three-step drop underneath. That's Farrell with the catch. He actually loses a yard there. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Knocked out of bounds by number 6, Danye Del Cambre. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
Saddleback looking for a touchdown. Not since September the 10th have they put up 6 points, at least offense. I'm talking. Here with 4 wide, 3 to the far side. In motion is Stokes to the near side. They'll go to Stokes. Ball is batted down. Daniel Barales from his end position able to bat that one down. That'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and short. So it'll be, looks like it'll be the Bobcats' 2nd, 4th down that they go for.
Brings up 4th and 2.
Huskies have let go a lot of first downs by penalty, so they'll have to stay patient here. Is it enough? Sideline judges say it's short. They'll most likely have to measure here. Bobcat offense still out on the field. Head official says Husky football. So that's the 2nd turnover on downs that the Huskies have created. Defense standing tall. And offense will take over for East LA. 10:03 on the game clock. So the offense continues to struggle for the Bobcats. Who have only completed 16 third downs this season out of 50 tries. Gibson on a keeper. Left side. Gets across the 30. He's taken down by Austin McKinney there. 9:45 on the game clock. So the Huskies have one of the more potent offenses in the state. Ranking number 10 in passing yards. Ranking number 12 in completions. As they'll run from the pistol. Onstetter straight ahead, tries to bulldoze through. He's taken down by Nathan O'Rourke. And he picks up about 6. Enough for the first down there. So Huskies move the chains as they operate from the 36-yard line of their own. On the clock, 8:55. Here with 4 wide. Onstetter right behind Gibson. They throw left, too long, incomplete. Quintavious Workman not able to get both hands on that. 2nd and 10 with 8:35 to go. Huskies have gone through 2 straight heartbreak losses last week to San Diego Mesa in double OT the week before on the road. An overtime loss to Chaffee. So they're playing angry. Gibson under pressure. He'll take off and possibly get a yard or so. Goes out of bounds on his own will. 8:26 left. First quarter. 3rd and 8 now. Head coach Bobby Gudino in his 6th season here at East Los Angeles had to go to the soccer head coach to pick up 2 new kickers. Swing pass, Hansetter from the backfield. Possibly picks up a yard. Austin McKinney with another tackle. And will bring up 4th and 7. So slow starts by both teams at the 7:57 mark of this first quarter. This time punting will be Daniel Borales. So already 2 punters we have seen from East LA. Low kick, Borales able to handle. End over end kick. Takes a Husky bounce. It's fielded at the 32 and an excellent tackle by C.J. Tannenhill. That'll put the Bobcats at the 30 with 7:30 to go. Reminder, this broadcast brought to you by NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, weight loss, and vitamin experts. Really thankful and grateful we could bring you some Huskies football here on SportsNetUSA.net. Saddleback with 4 wide here. Musso looks near side, throws near side. That's caught. Simon Morton with the catch. Gain of 5. Ball marked at the 34-yard line now. Call it 2nd and 6, actually. Under 7:05 now on the game clock. From the pistol. They run right side. Huskies all over that one. A gang of Huskies will be credited there. Omega Williams, Daniel Borales, and Jonathan Perkins all involved there. Clock continues to wind in this first quarter, just underway. 6:35 left. Trips to the far side. Farrell lined up to the left-hand side of Musso. Huskies able to stop that one. Late flag comes in. We've got a Bobcat face first on the floor. We'll step aside for a second here.
Number 8 on the carry, Jamari Hill. Initially brought down by number 9.
A personal foul has been called on East LA. 15 yards granted to the Bobcats. Two straight games for East LA that have been thrilling and fun here. Musso looking, lots of time underneath. Morton finally brought down at the 25. Vincent Parra with the tackle there. Along Ray Walters. Bobcats operate quickly. Farrell up the middle, gets blasted. Cameron Robinson able to get off his defender and get the tackle. 5:25 on the game clock. As the Bobcats rotate new players, some fresh bodies.
Loss of one on the play brings up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 from the 25. 3 wide near side. Lone receiver far side. Underneath, that's Farrell out of the backfield. First down and across the 15 into the red zone territory of the Huskies. So some good news for the Bobcats, who have been struggling offensively.
First and 10 from the 14-yard line.
They weren't able to get into the end zone last week against number 2 Riverside. So, screen. Perkins all over that one. Farrell goes nowhere. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 as the clock continues to wind under 4:15. Last week's battle here at Weingart Stadium, over 3 hours. Double OT thriller. Here with split backs. Farrell straight up the middle, able to spin forward, picks up about 3, brought down at the 13-yard line. Under 3:40 to go.
And number 22, Bruce Walker. Third and 6 for the Bobcats.
Clock continues to wind, 3:20 and counting. 3rd and 8 from the 13. Mousseau goes to the corner, too long there. He had Roebuck, who had a step. Roebuck was able to beat his defender, William Dumm. And that will bring out the field goal unit for the Bobcats. So still in search of a touchdown are the Bobcats since September the 10th. 3:09 left.
Connor Grace, number 49, in for the field goal.
This one is up and through. So the Bobcats will open up the scoreboard 3-0 here at Weingart Stadium on the campus of East Los Angeles College here on SportsNetUSA.net. It's 3-0, first quarter, 3:05 left. Connor Grace able to get the first 3 points for the Bobcats. Back deep to receive will be Jalen Moore and Renee Zaldivar. Moore in the 11 jersey, Zaldivar in the 88 jersey. Grace leans into it, a short kick. This one's going to be dangerous. Saddleback nearly recovers, gets kicked into the end zone of the Huskies. Will Saddleback recover It'll be called a touchback? Interesting. So special teams woes continue for East LA. Huskies were not prepared for the short kick there. They get lucky there. Not necessarily an onside kick, but a pooch kick that caused some confusion there for East LA. So the Huskies take over with a little luck with 2:53 to go in this first quarter. 3-0 Bobcats. Huskies from the 25, 1st and 10. In motion is Washington. They'll hand off to Honstetter, who finds a crease. And he's brought down by Jack St. Fleur. That's a gain of 8 by Honstetter and the Huskies. Honstetter has been able to carry the majority of the load for East LA, as he has now over 230 yards on the year. That's a fake pitch. Swing pass far side. That's Delani Washington. Good fake there by East LA. They fake the handoff to Honstetter, and they go with the short pass to Washington. Picks up about 2 yards. Is it enough for the first down? We'll see.
Number 3 on the reception for the Huskies.
It is. So a first down for East LA. Their first down of the game. Under 2:08 in this first quarter. Ball marked at the 35 now. In the backfield is Josiah Sheffield. Near side to Washington. Washington gets across the 40, and he's brought down by Gushkian. That's a gain of 5. Ball marked at the 40 now. Under a minute 40 in this first quarter. So the best part of this Huskies team is their offense. Lots of fun. They put together brilliant plays as they take their time here. Look towards the near side. New play in now. From the pistol. Sheffield gets blasted in the backfield. With the tackle there. Samuel Mwamba there. So they'll lose about 2 there. That'll create a 3rd and 7. Huskies have been decent on 3rd down, completing 54% of the time, which ranks them number 4 in the state. So they're number 4 in passing TDs, number 4 in rushing TDs, number 4 in 3rd down conversions. High snap, Gibson able to handle that one. Spins off. Bobcats all over that one. Jack St. Fleur with his 3rd tackle. Austin McKinney with an assist there. So 3rd straight possession, 3rd straight punt by East LA. This should bring us to the end of the fast-moving first quarter. I don't think the Huskies will be able to get this one off. They don't. So after 1, Huskies trail at home to the Bobcats 3-0 here on SportsNetUSA.net.
Offensive coordinator, Juan Drummer. Recruiting and special teams, Danny Jimenez. Specialist, Vince Pena. Running back coach, Dominique Lee. Linebackers coach, Ted Clark. And to the offensive line, Blake Iono.
That's Morales taking his time. Finally gets it off, allowing all his teammates to get around the ball. So excellent kick by the defensive lineman, believe it or not. Flags everywhere. Wait and see what the call is. Some pushing and shoving during the play at about the 25-yard line where the officiating crew stands. Glad you could join us with so much to do in Southern California. If you've taken the time to hang out with us, we really appreciate it. If you're joining us from outside of California, we're thankful you could join us here on Sportsnet USA. Still no call. Still not sure where the ball's going to be marked. All right, here we go. Looks like the ball will be marked at the 16-yard line. No, not the case. Not so fast. Ball marked at the 8-yard line. So advantage Huskies deep in Bobcat territory. 14:48 on the game clock in the second quarter. Bobcats on top, 4 wide receivers. Musso will hand off to Farrell. Farrell trying to squeeze through the Husky defense. With the tackle, Emmanuel Cater. Cater, a hybrid player. Could play on the line, could play as a linebacker, could even drop back a few times too. Cater and the Huskies with the 3-man front as they bring in 4. Pump fake by Masu. Caught far sideline. First down and then some. With the catch, it's Kane Metz-Terrell, the product from Peoria, Arizona at Liberty High School, with the catch. That'll line up the Bobcats right at the 30-yard line. Clock reads 13:50 and counting. 3 wide near side now for Saddleback. Play action. Quick throw to near side, in and out of the hands of Simon Morton. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. For D'Artagnan Masu, just 3 touchdowns this season. He's been able to complete 33 of 72 passes, 45% completion rate. Snap. Masu under pressure, gets sacked from behind. That's Emmanuel Cater. That's Cater's 2nd sack of the year at the 13:20 mark. That'll create 3rd and long from the 25 of the Bobcats. 13:10 left, second quarter. Bobcats trying to drive East LA off sides, trying to pick up a freebie. Defensive line showing some discipline. Bobcats reset. Play action, quick dump off far side, and quickly tackled after 5 yards. With the tackle, Dre Towns, who's playing with a, looks like a cast on his right hand. A big old green cast. So that'll bring up the kicking unit for the Bobcats. 4th and 10 from the 25. Decent wobbler. Bridges will call a fair catch. East LA takes over when we come back. 12-12 left in the second quarter. 3-0 Bobcats. Huskies take over at the 35, 1st and 10, a pistol set, 4 wide. In motion is Schilling to the near side. Play action. Over the middle, intercepted. Bobcats across the 30, plenty of space. Tyson Schilling's the last one. Finally brought down inside the 5. Tackled by Mateo Randolph. The interception by Jack St. Fleur, who's having a decent ball game thus far. 3 tackles and an INT. Bobcat football now at the 11:59 mark of this second quarter. So finally a chance for the Bobcats to pick up 6 points. It's been a while. Bobcats will operate with the full house in the backfield. Pitch. Around the edge. Huskies able to get there. Jake Thomas, the product from Santa Margarita High, able to pick up about 2 there. That'll bring up 2nd and go, 11:45 left. That last interception was Gibson's 4th of the year. In the backfield, it's Thomas and Masu. Bunch formation. Wide open, dropped. Jake Thomas could not catch that one as a flag is on the field. It's possibly going to be called a hold. Oh, they call a hold against East LA instead. Typically, when you see a quarterback roll out, you tend to see a flag thrown against the offensive lineman off broken plays. Not the case this time. That'll grant the Bobcats half the distance and a fresh set of downs here. 11:19 to go in the second quarter. Double tight end set. Pistol set. Quick snap. Thomas tries to lunge forward. Gets stopped. Couple of inches away there. Right at the umph line here. So Bobcats line up quickly. They try to snap it quickly. Masu. QB sneak. Touchdown. Bobcats. 9-0 Saddleback on the road. Playing the role of road warrior. It's on the board with 6 points for the first time since September the 10th. So it's been a while since the Bobcats have scored a TD, and here we are. Finally on the board are the Bobcats. Connor Grace comes in for the PAT. He's been perfect this year. Huskies jump quickly there. Connor Grace is pointing to the sideline with 2 fingers as if they should go for 2 now. Head coach Kerry Crabb in his 17th year at Saddleback and his second year as head coach. Saddleback last year went 4-6. Snap, kick, and good. Make it a 10-0 ball game. All Bobcats thus far with 10:58 to go in the second quarter here on SportsNetUSA.net. Huskies football on SportsNetUSA.net, brought to you by DG Sports, Marketing and Broadcasting, helping your company find a sound path. If you're interested in advertising with us, call us 213-448-8434. That's 213-448-8434. Connor Grace will be kicking off. Huskies will have to be aware of that pooch kick that they previously saw in their previous kickoff. This time it'll be a high end-over-end kick. It'll be taken up by Moore. Moore able to evade one tackle, gets across the 30, just short of the 35. 10:47 left in this second quarter, and it's been all Saddleback thus far. 10-0 thus far. You almost get the sense that it's a must score for East LA here. They still haven't been able to find a rhythm. We'll start in a pistol with 3 wide, 2 backs in the backfield. Onstetter is met behind the line of scrimmage by Keegan Netherton. That's Netherton's first tackle. 10:30 to go now. So no gain there, 2nd and 10. Same formation for East LA. Onstetter once again. He'll pick up 1 or so there. Already 3rd and long here.
Onstetter on the carry.
So no type of rhythm thus far for East LA's offense. They're led by the formerly SMU player, Gibson. Gibson's got some pretty cool shoes on, neon green. As he takes the snap, he'll roll out to the far side. Gibson fires too high this time. Intended for Jalen Moore. And it'll be the 4th time the Huskies will be booting away. 9:28 on the game clock. 10-0 ball game. All Bobcats. Beautiful evening for football. Not a cloud in the sky. Still warm. It's about 78 degrees here from Monterey Park, California. Borales into punt. The D lineman Borales. Good high kick. Taken up at the 25-yard line. Quickly brought down by Deontay Knott Sr. And a flag. Borales took a hit. So that might be roughing the kicker or running into the kicker, possibly. We'll wait and see.
Flag down.
The offense might come back onto the field. So it was a running into the kicker. A roughing the kicker would have been an automatic first down, not the case. So they'll repeat the fourth down. Coach Gudino goes up to Morales to console him or give him a tip or two. Back deep, that's Andre Whiteside from Laguna Hills High School. Morales taking his time, fakes. Oh, he takes off. Morales across the 40, across the 45, and he gets knocked head over first. And a first down, the big boy, the D tackle, Daniel Morales, who actually is from the 2019 campaign. The veteran, Morales, plays D tackle, punter, and some running back there, huh? So some trickery in favor of East LA. 8:50 on the game clock. 10-0 ball game. So the offense back onto the field as the Bobcats set up late on defense. Gibson. New running back in, that's CJ Tannenhill, who will pick up about 6, just short of the 45. Second and 4, 8:20 left in this first half. Maury Rams and CJ Tannenhill in the backfield with Gibson. Lined up to the near side is Bridges. At slot is Zaldivar. And to the far side, it's Moore. Tannenhill bulldozes forward, finds the crease, gets the first down. And taken down at the 37-yard line. So the Huskies, for the first time,
First down run by number 33,
getting some momentum. It's under 7:45 now. Tannenhill shifted to the left side of Gibson. This time, it's Rams as a flag from the head official in the backfield is thrown at the 7:10 mark. Rams picks up about 3 or 4, gets across the 45. Not sure what the call will be.
There is a flag after the play.
Holding against East LA. So the fake punt gave them some momentum. That's all stopped with the holding call now. That'll create 3rd and long here. Excuse me, first and long. 1st and 20 to be exact. They'll be backed up to the 45 here. Antoine Martin in the backfield. And a timeout is called by East LA. They'll discuss things here. A little bit of confusion here. We'll step aside. Second quarter, 10-0, Saddleback here on Sportsnet USA. Welcome back to SportsNetUSA.net. 6:42 left in the first half. Bobcats in the lead, 10-0. Coach Crabb discussing with the officials, Lord knows what, trying to get into their ear. All right, here we go. First and 20 after the holding call against East LA. In motion is Honstetter. Gibson evades. Gibson still on his feet, fighting. Able to pick up a lot of the lost yardage. Gets to the 40. Gibson has carried now 54 times for East LA. That's the most carries by any Husky this season, more than any running back. Gibson originally signed to SMU, bounced back to a junior college, Blind College in Brenham, Texas. That's where Cam Newton went to JUCO. Similarities to Newton and Gibson. Gibson over the middle, caught. Quintavious Workman, his fellow Texan there, comes up with a big catch to the 21-yard line. And this is the closest the Huskies have gotten into Bobcat territory. 5:35 left in this second quarter. All Huskies looking towards the near side to get the play in from a pistol. Honstetter right behind Gibson. Gibson rolling out. He'll take off. Gets across the 20 and gets taken down just short of the 15. Picks up about 5 or 6. 5:02 left and a flag on the field. And another holding call against East LA in this possession.
Penalty flag, bringing the Huskies back to the 35-yard line.
Some positive yardage by the offense, and then they get brought back. That pushes them all the way to the 35-yard line. Honstetter gets shifted to the left side of Gibson. Here comes the blitz. Gibson will launch. Workman catches it at the 11. Gets pushed out of bounds, but a flag is thrown.
Pass intended for number 7, Bridges. There is a flag at the spot.
4:35 left and another marker. So the Huskies will decline that one, obviously. Quintavious Workman with his second big catch. Right at the 10-yard line, so first and goal for East LA. Keep an eye on the number 2 jersey on the near side. They might lob it up to him. Gibson. It's brought down at the 8-yard line, picks up 2. Second and go now. Clock continues to roll, under 3:45 now. Bridges, the lone receiver on the near side. I believe Gibson was trying to hand off to Honstetter. Honstetter instead took off, so Gibson had to take off with the ball himself. Positive yardage either way. Picks up 3, ball marked at the 6-yard line. Third and goal now under 3:12 to go now.
Third and goal from the 6-yard line. Clock ticking at 3:05.
If I'm the Huskies here, I try to milk the clock some more. Don't want to give the ball back to the Bobcats, who have shown a little bit of potential here on offense this evening. So a lot of confusion by East LA. Head coach Bobby Gudino calls timeout with 2:43 to go. 10-0 Bobcats here on SportsNetUSA.net. Third and go for East LA. On the verge of getting something going here. 2:43 on the clock in a 10-0 ball game. Bobcats on the road, playing the role of road warrior, holding their own here. Into the hands of Bridges, caught, touchdown, Huskies. Gibson to Bridges. That's Trajan Bridges' third touchdown of the season, his 16th reception of the season, and the Huskies finally on the board, 10-6 now. And so we'll see the ever so crucial extra point where the Huskies have struggled all year. And Ivan Cervantes, from the pitch to the football field, gets his first extra point of the year. Cervantes, a soccer player here at East Los Angeles. Coach Bobby Gudino visited soccer practice and was in search of a new kicker and found 2 new kickers. He picked up Ethan Rodriguez from the soccer team and Ivan Cervantes. Both play for the Huskies soccer team. So both losses for the Huskies have come because of PAT woes and field goal woes and punting woes. And so the Huskies finally get a PAT through, and now a 10-7 ball game, 2:37 to go. Here we'll see Ethan Rodriguez booting for the first time. From the 10. Fumble. Recovered by a Bobcat and finally taken down. Antonio Howard with the tackle and recovered by Cayman Rawls. That'll leave 2:21 to go in this first half. We'll see if the Huskies could hold here. A pair of 1-2 teams trying to get back to winning ways. You get a sense this one's going to come to the bitter end for someone here. Close matchup thus far, 10-7 ball game. Bobcats. 4 wide for the Bobcats. Play action. Caught. That's Simon Morton with the 7-yard catch. Musso accurate there. Able to thread it between defenders as the Bobcats operate quickly, under 2 minutes to go now. Here comes the blitz. Quick pass, far side, caught. That's Robeck. Robeck gets brought down quickly. The tackle by Jalen Martin. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2 now. Ball marked at the 48-yard line. Big play here for East LA with 1:30 to go. Quick snap. Musso fires and caught. Kendo Fry with the first down. The out route ran to perfection.
Pass completion number 24, Luis.
A gain of 11 by the Bobcats there. Bobcats continue to operate quickly. Fumble, recovered. East LA will take over. Quincy Ivory recovers it. He's actually the 3rd string quarterback, now playing some defense. So it looked like Musso was trying to handle to Farrell. Farrell was possibly thinking play action. Some possible miscommunication there by the Bobcats as the Huskies take over in Bobcat territory with plenty of time. 1:16 to go, and a chance for the Huskies to tie it or take a lead. Jalen Moore will be the wide receiver to the far side. Slot receiver Zaldivar on the near side. Bridges. Bobcats show blitz as Honstetter is shifted. Gibson. Quick pass. That's Schilling. Schilling, always trustworthy, gets the first down. Schilling had plenty of offers his freshman year last year. He had a handful of Division II offers and elected to stay here, originally from Minnesota. Exactly 60 seconds. Huskies operate with 4 wide from a pistol. Honstetter in the backfield. 5-step drop. Gibson. Zaldivar, another first down. This time a pickup of 14 to the 20. 54 seconds left. Huskies in rhythm here.
ELAC first down. Ball resting on the 19-yard line.
So plenty of time, 54 ticks, but that's forever in football. Huskies in a bunch formation. Zaldivar, Bridges, and Schilling to the near side. Moore by himself, far side. It'll be Schilling. Bubble screen. Finds the crease down the sideline and is bumped out of bounds at the 7. Another first down. That's Schilling's second catch. That'll leave 49 seconds. Huskies taking their time here. Similar to last week's game where they were trailing and then took the lead. But then in the fourth quarter, they weren't able to finish. Honstetter shifted. Gibson will roll out. Looking. He'll go out of bounds on his own will. Picks up maybe 2. Goes out of bounds to the 4-yard line. Still 43.2 seconds to go. Huskies looking to the near side, getting the hand signals.
Second and goal, ball on the 5-yard line.
Huskies finally line up. Play action. Thrown too high. Not sure who that was intended for, either Zaldivar, who cut towards the middle, or Bridges, who was in the back of the end zone. Either way, 3rd and goal with 39 ticks to go in the second quarter.
Eric Church covering on the play, number 31.
Quintavious Workman checks in at wide receiver. He's the 6'6" slot receiver on the near side, lined up next to Bridges, the 7 jersey. They go towards Workman, too tall, no. Well defended, batted down just in time by Austin McKinney. That will bring up 4th down, and the field goal unit will come onto the field.
Covering on the play, number 3, Austin McKinney.
So our director gives himself the prayer as he knows that the ever so crucial kick is up here, and it's a line drive that goes wide right. Not surprised about that one. But a flag is thrown. That might be good news.
Is no good. There is a marker on the field.
So this year, the Huskies have made no field goals. They've attempted 2. And so the penalty goes against East LA. That's declined, and the Bobcats will take over here with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Ball gets pushed up to the 20-yard line. We'll see if the Bobcats get aggressive here or they'll stay conservative here. It'll be determined on this first play. They'll hand off to Farrell, who finds a hole. Decent pickup. Finally brought down by Vincent Parra. Gain of 8. That'll leave 20 seconds. The coaches of the Bobcats are actually leaving the press box, and they're headed down towards the field, which means that the Bobcats will stay conservative here and just wind down the clock. And a flag against East LA here with 20 seconds to go. That'll push the Bobcats to the 41. First and 10 with 20 seconds to go for Saddleback. Masu loses the football, recovered by Perkins. But was Saddleback down? That's the question. Oh, it was. So Masu, with his second fumble of the game, gives it up to East LA. So with 10 seconds to go, we'll see if East LA takes a shot. You never know. You got time for about 2 plays here. Maybe something quick towards the sidelines, and then you take your shot towards the end zone. You already see the Bobcats sort of lined up in a conservative defense. Only 3 linemen, but the Bobcats will call timeout when we return. The final 10 seconds of this first half. 10-7. Bobcats in the lead here on Sportsnet, USA.net. It'll be Husky football with 10.5 ticks to go in the second quarter. We'll see if the Huskies could pull something off. We got Bridges, Zaldivar, Schilling lined up to the near side at wide receiver. Jalen Moore to the far side. Hanstetter in the backfield with the QB, Gibson. They actually put 5 seconds more on the clock. 15 seconds to go. Gibson over the middle. Bridges with the catch. Ball will be marked at the, oh, it's actually, yeah, it is caught. For a second, we thought it wasn't. So that'll stop the clock with 8.1 as the Huskies take a timeout. We question why the Bobcat coaches were leaving the press box with about 30 seconds to go in the half. Anything could happen. And something did happen. So, fumbled for Saddleback, giving the ball back to the Huskies with 15 seconds to go. And here, into the red zone, the Huskies go. We're actually 3 yards short of the red zone. 8.1 to go. Trips to the far side. Bridges the lone receiver near side. We'll keep an eye on Bridges here on the near side as he's lined up on 1-on-1 coverage. They'll go to Bridges. Way too long, out of bounds. That'll leave 3.4 to go as the kicking unit will come onto the field. They'll leave it to the foot of Ivan Cervantes. This will be a 40-yarder. Mind you, the Huskies have not made a field goal this season, and we're in game 4 of the season. 3.4 seconds. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's blocked. Recovered by James McDonough. And the kicking woes continue as we are at the half. Bobcats with the lead, 10-7 as they go into the locker room here on Sportsnet USA. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go away. Start of the second half. Special teams has been the cause for concern for East Los Angeles. It's cost East LA the last 2 games in here already. Might be costly as well. The Huskies have yet to make a field goal during the year. They are officially 0-4 on the year as far as field goal tries. When it comes to extra points, they are 9 of 17. So not doing well on that part either. It'll be Huskies football. That's Moore from the 5. Between the hashes, he gets popped and gets dropped at about the 21-yard line. Terrence Gibson and the Huskies for their first possession on offense to start this third quarter. Thankful and grateful you could join us. Dan Gudino here, flying solo this evening. Let's take a look at some stats for East LA and Saddleback. As far as first downs, they're pretty even. 9 first downs for Saddleback, 11 for the Huskies. When it comes to rushing yards, 45 rushing yards for the Huskies, 19 for Saddleback. 114 yards through the air for East LA. The same for Saddleback. Botch play, Gibson will take off. Across the 15, across the 20, and lunges forward across the 25, gets dropped at the 26-yard line. So a gain of 9 there. Turns nothing into something. That was Gibson's 11th rush of the game. And now has 13 yards this night. On the clock, 4:15 and winding in this third quarter, just underway in the second half. Honstetter in the backfield behind Gibson in a pistol set, 4 wide. Snap. Gibson will go deep, tosses it up. Schilling nearly gets to it and nearly intercepted by James McDonough. It appeared as if Gibson just threw it up for grabs. Schilling trying to come up with the Willie Mays catch, but McDonald there to cover. They'll operate quickly. Gibson nearly gets Saddleback to jump. They'll reset the offense, take a look towards the near side. Honstetter shifts over. Fumble. Honstetter able to fall on it. Recovers at the 20. That'll bring up 4th and about 8. Poor start to the second half for East LA. Andre Whiteside back deep, standing at about the 45-yard line of his own. Borales standing at the 5-yard line. Good snap. Borales kicks away, nearly spiraling kick. Evades 2 tackles, has some space. Whiteside across the 40, off another defender and gets across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Excellent field position for the Bobcats here to start this third quarter. 13:05 to go in this third quarter.
Looks like number 46 on the stop. And we've got to get his name for you. So
D'Artagnan Massot was 12 of 16 for 114 yards. No TDs, no picks. That's a good sign. So in the Bobcats lineup with 3 wide split backs. Shotgun set as the Huskies appear to bring in 4. I think they caught the Huskies jumping offside, so a free play. It's Jake Thomas. Picks up about a yard or so. But that was a free play. Bobcats will be pushed ahead 5 yards. On the clock, 12:56. Yeah, an encroachment against East Los Angeles. Looked like Perkins was caught jumping. Got a little anxious there. Clock continues to roll under 12:50 now. Thomas and Farrell are the running backs. And we've got a false start against the Bobcats, so Bobcats lose the freebie, the free yardage, get put back where they originally started. So gives the play over to Thomas as he has a player in motion. It'll be straight down the middle to Thomas as he gets across the 30. Pickup of 5. Under 12 minutes now. Single tied in. Flag comes in. Looks like East LA jumped once again. Masso gets up quickly after getting popped by Cater of East LA. And another encroachment by East LA. We've seen that a lot this year by East LA on defense, where they just tend to get anxious, overly excited, and they've been jumping off sides quite a bit this season. Here they go again. This time it's Morales who jumps early. That'll give the Bobcats the automatic first down. Yeah, an encroachment by East LA. A first down. And officially in the red zone the first time this second half. As the clock continues to wind under 11:30 in this third quarter. Bobcats ahead. Masso shifts. Farrell behind him. Farrell, right side. And gets brought down first by Cameron Robinson. Gets back to the line of scrimmage there. Clock continues to wind, 11:15, 11:14, and counting. Third quarter. Now it's Farrell's 11th carry. He's at 30 yards thus far. Three wide, single tight end. Masso, right side, dropped. Zachary Roebuck could not hold on. 3rd and 10 now. 10:46 left, third quarter. Ideally, the Huskies would like to keep the score where it's at, or at least let go a field goal to stay in it. A touchdown here by the Bobcats might be a sign of bad things to come for East LA, as East LA brings the blitz. Single coverage, far side. Is it caught? Touchdown, Bobcats. The post to the outside. Ran to perfection. Daniel Stokes, the receiver. D'Artagnan Masso tosses his 4th touchdown of the season. 10:39 on the clock. Extra point is good. Flag is thrown, most likely will be declined, as the extra point was good. It looked like East LA again jumped early.
And we'll give you 5 more minutes. If you've left, so you're not here. We'll go to
the East LA sideline looks dejected, low energy.
7, 9, 5, 9, 5.
After 2 overtime losses in a row, it's kind of hard to keep up that energy. Morale now starts to become a concern for East LA and Bobby Gudino. Especially when you can't get things to go your way as far as PAT and field goals go. You can't help but feel a little hopeless at times. Bobby Gudino this week, earlier in the week, had to go from the football field to the pitch, and he had to search for a kicker. He found 2. Thus far, the Huskies in this young season, through 4 games, have used up to 5 different kickers. Connor Grace trots towards the football. Toe to pigskin. Zaldivar from the 5. Runs it far side and gets popped at the 11. As the flag comes in late at the 10:27 mark.
There is a flag down.
Holding against the Huskies. So in 4 straight plays, 4 straight flags against the Huskies. Huskies will start against the ropes at the 6-yard line.
Remember, the broadcast booth gets 10% of all winnings. So, Jimmy Boo, congratulations to you.
Honstetter and Maury Rams in the backfield from the pistol set with Gibson in the backfield. 3 wide. Gibson will carry, finds some space. Finally wrapped up at the 15-yard line, just short of the first down yard marker. Gain of 9. 10:05 and counting now. 3rd quarter. Gibson now with 13 carries. .23 yards. Bobcats show blitz. Keeper, pass, too high for Zaldivar as Gibson gets licked in the backfield. Eric Church, the DB, blitzing in, popping Gibson on his bottom. 9:39 on the game clock now. Three wide receivers,
1 yard to go.
2 running backs in the backfield with Gibson. Honstetter. Eric Church, 2 plays in a row. Finds himself in the backfield, taking down Honstetter for a loss. Loses 2. 4th and 4.
Honstetter on the carry. Stopped by number 31, Eric Church.
You got to believe that game against Riverside for Saddleback proved to be a huge learning curve for the Bobcats. You could tell they really came away as a different team. Morales in his end zone. Able to handle. End over end kick takes a Bobcat bounce. Now a Husky roll. It'll mark the Bobcats at the 35-yard line. So excellent field position for the Bobcats and a chance to add to their lead with 8:47 to go. 17-7. Bobcats here on SportsNetUSA.net. Bobcats will operate from the 35. 4 wide. Marcel throws it in the vicinity of no one. Miscommunication for sure right there. So 2nd and 10. Clock reads 8 minutes, 42 ticks. Bobcats will continue to operate in the same formation. Receivers stacked on both ends. Jamari Farrell in the backfield with Masu. Farrell finds some space, gets across the 30. Taken down at the 29-yard line of ELAC. Under 8:30 to go. Nothing flashy about the Bobcats, just hard-nosed football. One-on-one. Beat your man. Here's the snap. Masu looking. Throws near side. Intercepted. Huskies football. Across the 20. Across the 30. Jeremiah Ruiz is the one who comes up with the pick. And maybe a sign of life for the Huskies. 8:03 to go in this third quarter. Huskies will take over at the 35-yard line of their own. That was Masso's fourth interception of the season. Keeper, Zaldivar with the catch across the 40, tiptoeing the sideline. And a late hit comes in by Trajan Bridges. Lack of discipline there for sure. The play was over. Zaldivar had already taken a bunch of steps out of bounds. And Bridges pops the 31 jersey of Eric Church. Maybe some payback for the previous possession, but it wasn't done the right way. That'll leave 7:55 on the clock and most likely will push back East LA. The question will be, where will they be pushed back to? From the spot of the foul or from the spot of the line of scrimmage? We'll wait and see. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness against East LA. It will remain first down.
15 yards marked off against the Huskies.
So it will be from the spot of the foul. So negate the 14 yards that East LA picked up, or rather 16 yards. First and 15 from the 31 now. Monterey Rams tries to go around the edge, finds some room, gets back the lost yardage, and then some. A pickup of 16. On the clock, 7:20 and counting.
On the carry, good for a first down.
That was Monterey Rams' second carry. Now has 18 yards. Rams and Honstetter in the backfield with Gibson. Rams gets shifted to the right side. Honstetter ahead. Gets stoned at the line of scrimmage. Tackle by Chad Nuschi, the product from La Costa Canyon High School in Carlsbad, California. 6:30 and winding now in this third quarter. Fast moving third quarter. Two in the backfield. Swing pass. Tannenhill able to evade one defender. Spins to the 50-yard line.
Pass complete to number 33, C.J. Tannehill.
And a gain of 4. Third and 6. First down yard marker at the 44. You have to wonder if East LA is in 4-down territory. Do they trust their defense and stay on the field? But first, this 3rd down. Sheffield in motion. Gibson underneath. Rams with the catch. Short of the 1st down yard marker. Gudino will make a decision here. 4th and short from the 45. Clock continues to tick, 5:10 and counting. Honstetter will check in as Tannenhill will check out. Jalen Brown, the lone receiver on the far side. Honstetter will carry. No, good keeper by Gibson. Gibson lunging forward across the 40 to the 39. And a 1st down for East LA. Under 4:35 now.
Good for a 1st down.
First and 10 from the 40. Honstetter behind Gibson here. Trips near side. Gibson pump fakes. Has a man open. Zaldivar caught. 5, 10, touchdown. The connection. Gibson to Zaldivar works perfectly. The streak. Good play action there by Gibson. He was able to fake the defense, hold up the linebackers. He also did a good pump. Extra point. No. Good. What else is new? What would have been a 3-point game, a 1-score game, now becomes a 2-score game. This evening, 1 of 2 on extra points.
That's a kickoff for the Huskies.
Officials come in and stop play here.
Fielded by number 27, Carson Rager. There is a flag down.
So the officials holding up play here, giving East LA a chance to get set up properly. Squib kick. That'll sail out of bounds. That'll be illegal procedure, and a flag is thrown. There's a flag on the field. It'll be against the Huskies, of course, an illegal kick. That'll set up The Bobcats at the 35. .355 left in this third quarter.
First down, Bobcats, 35-yard line.
Masso, hands off. Thomas lunges forward on top of a pile. Perkins with the tackle from behind. Gain of 3.
Number 19 on the carry, Jake Thomas.
2nd and 7. They'll stick with Thomas in the backfield. D'Artagnan Massou. Play action. Curl route. Incomplete. Dropped by the tight end. DeRoche with the drop. Ball came in hot, a bullet. He'll step off. Coming back onto the field is Daniel Stokes, replacing the tight end. So 4 wide receivers, 3rd and 7 from the 38. 3:17 left. Cater jumps, a free play. Pass near side, incomplete, but 5 yards will be given to the Bobcats. And it'll create 3rd and short now. A much more manageable 3rd down. I think Cater jumped and then was able to get back to position. And that is the case. The head official has waved off the flag. So it will be 4th and 7. You would think the punting unit will come back on. Yep. So there's 8 seconds to go on the play clock. They'll have to hurry. Oh, no. They reset the play clock in favor of the Bobcats. So that's a good sign. Bridges will allow it to bounce just short of the 25. Huskies football when we come back. 3:03 left, 3rd quarter. Saddleback 17, Huskies 13. SportsNetUSA.net. Thankful and grateful you could join us. Dan Gudino here on behalf of SportsNetUSA.net for Huskies football. Play action. Bridges with the catch across the 30. Cuts it back towards the middle and gets across the 40-yard line. And it looks like Zaldivar got aggressive on the sideline as he was pushing Austin McKinney well after the play and well out of bounds. So mental mistakes continue to hurt East LA on top of special teams mistakes. 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Personal foul. Personal foul against East Los Angeles.
Personal foul indicated on ELAC.
So it'll be a spot foul. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. In motion, Sheffield. Bubble screen, Bridges. Bridges trying to get a stiff arm as he's brought down by Chad Nuschi. Nuschi with his 3rd tackle of the game. 2nd and 7. Ball marked at the 33-yard line as the clock continues to wind under 2:25.
2nd and 7.
4 wide receivers. Sheffield over to the left side. Gibson carries. Gets tackled out of bounds. Gibson grimacing in pain.
Brought down initially by number 54, Chad Duche.
Nuschi's the one who tackled him. Gibson looks hurt.
Timeout on the field.
We'll step aside here as we'll wait for the injury. Actually, we'll stay on here.
Gibson, our quarterback.
Gibson electing to stay on. So tough kid. Texas tough is Gibson. I think he'll have to step off for at least one play. Yeah, that's the case. Frank Alvarez will come onto the field.
Frank Alvarez, number 16, in at quarterback for ELAC.
Josiah Sheffield behind Alvarez and in a 4 wide receiver set. Alvarez hands off to Sheffield. Sheffield trying to truck through. Does he get the first down as pushing and shoving ensues after the play? He does get the first down. Alvarez will step off. Gibson back into the game.
Here to be number 8, Sheffield on the carry.
65 seconds remain in this 3rd quarter. Under a minute to go now.
First down, 1st and 10, ball on the 40-yard line.
Saddleback lines up. 3 down linemen. Only 1 lone safety. High snap. Gibson able to handle to Sheffield. Gets brought down quickly. Excellent tackle. Nathan O'Rourke. Gain of 1. Ball at the 39 now as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. I think the Huskies will hold here and will not run off a play. We'll see. Under 10 seconds. They do get it off in time. Play action. Gibson pumps. Gibson evades. Toss is nearly intercepted. Intended for Zaldivar. Zaldivar dove. And James McDonough nearly came away with the pick.
And that is the end.
As we are at the end of the 3rd quarter. Still a chance for the Huskies. Bobcats 17, Huskies 13 here on SportsNetUSA.net. Gibson brought down in the backfield. Sack. That will bring up 4th down as we start the 4th quarter.
Sacked by number 87, Jacob Sears.
Caden Edison with the sack. The Fallbrook High School alum gets his first sack of the season. Morales with another decent boot. Takes a Husky bounce. We'll roll inside the 20. So another ball game, the 3rd straight ball game. It comes down to the 4th quarter for East LA. In the previous two games, the Huskies were not able to close it out. Here trailing, we'll find out soon enough if they could snap the two-game skid. Both teams 1-2 on the season. 2 straight heartbreak losses for East LA. Will this be number 3 in a row? Saddleback with split backs, motion. They'll hand off to the end around guy. Brought down in the backfield, excellent hard-nosed tackle by Trey Coburn. The carry by Steven Salceda. Salceda grimacing in pain. Brought down for a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. It's actually Andre Whiteside, excuse me, the 38 jersey, not the 39. We'll take an injury timeout. 14:04 to go, fourth quarter from Weingart Stadium. Back on the campus of East LA College in Monterey Park, California. Final quarter of play, final 14 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Bobcats operate from their own 21-yard line, 2nd and 12 now. D'Artagnan Massot will try to close this one out. Drops back to pass. Plenty of time. Throws, caught. Daniel Stokes into Husky territory right at midfield. Big play by the Bobcats as they try to close this one out. Bobcats moving quickly here, trying not to give East LA a breather. Massot, dump off. Farrell drops it. Screen play no good, incomplete. That leaves 13:37 on the clock in a 17-13 ball game. Bobcat lead. Glad you could join us here on sportsnetusa.net, and it's all brought to you by NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, weight loss, and vitamin experts. 4 wide, and a pitch, and a fumble. Farrell falls on it, does like a baseball slide towards it, able to recover at his own 44-yard line. That creates 3rd and long. 3rd and 16 to go now as the first down yard marker stands at the 40-yard line of East LA.
3rd and 15.
Bunch formation to the near side. Farrell lined up to the left side of Massot. Huskies bring the blitz. Does it get there in time? Takes a big hit, incomplete. It was intended for Jacob Sears. You get whistles being blown. A flag is thrown. Holding against the Bobcats, and the officials trying to signal to Bobby Gudino, are you going to decline it? Of course he will. That brings up 4th and 15. Special teams units come onto the field. On the clock, 12 minutes, 55 seconds to go. This will be a sweet ending or a bitter ending for somebody here. Plenty of football to be played. Trajan Bridges standing at his own 30. He'll stare at a nearly spiral kick. It hits him, hits his shin. Does he recover? He does. Bridges, an explosive player, one of the better players on the Husky side. A bounce back from Oklahoma. He played a year for Lincoln Riley, who's at USC right now. He left Oklahoma for personal reasons, as the Huskies will trot back onto the field with 12:46 to go. Jalen Moore lined up to the far side. Quintavious Workman and Trajan Bridges, the two receivers on the near side. Handoff. That's Sheffield trying to find some space, tries to get around the edge, and probably just gets back to the original line of scrimmage and possibly loses a yard. Sheffield in pain.
Officials timeout on the field.
Injury timeout right now. Sheffield able to crawl off the field. Honstetter will come back onto the field for East LA. So in the backfield for East LA is Maury Rams and Jake Honstetter. I think the officials' timeout continues as they're trying to get Sheffield a little bit more off the field. He's out of bounds, but I think ideally they want him completely off. Clock reads 12:33. Sheffield able to stand up now. Limping.
Round of applause for number 22, Bruce Walker of the Huskies.
PA man says it's Bruce Walker. That's not the case. It's Sheffield, or rather CJ Tannenhill, excuse me. We're both wrong. This time it's a play action. Bridges. No. Tapped away by McKinney, who's able to poke it out. That brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 to be exact. 12:26 on the clock. Big 3rd down here for East LA. Saddleback lines up in a 4-3 cover 2 as the Huskies line up in a pistol set 4 wide. Gibson rolls out near side, slings it to Schilling. Schilling tiptoeing and gets pushed out of bounds, but a flag in the backfield. And the official calls holding against East LA. First down is negated, and Huskies will be pushed back.
Holding is indicated.
That'll leave 12 minutes, 14 seconds to go. That'll put East LA against the ropes inside the 5. Gibson runs into his own player, runs into Honstetter, and just gives his punting unit some room to punt it away.
28,
Still plenty of time. A slow move in fourth quarter here due to injuries as we approach the 11:20 mark now. The D tackle, Daniel Morales, will be punting away. Standing in Husky territory is Simon Martin. High wobbler. Martin will call fair catch at the Husky 40. Bobcat football. Exactly 11 minutes to go when we come back. Saddleback 17, Huskies 13. This is Sportsnet, USA.net. Bobcats from the 40-yard line of East LA. Three-man front from the Huskies. They engage three. Huskies play conservative there and still able to get into the backfield and disrupt Massot. Disrupting the pass was Omega Williams. Great size from Omega. 6'5", 250. He'll check out as Dre Towns checks in for him. Towns wearing a big green cast over his right wrist. We'll probably use that as a weapon. 10:56 on the clock from the 40-yard line. 2nd and 10. Trips to the near side. Here comes the blitz. They'll hand off. Finding a crease inside the 25. Big run. Ezekiel Pierce.
Number 23, Ezekiel Pierce on the carry.
Under 10:45 on the game clock as the Bobcats move quickly. Quick snap. Pierce again. This time he's brought down by Towns and Cameron Robinson of the Huskies. Four-yard gain. 2nd and 6 from the 20. The officials are resetting the play clock. Clock winds down under 10 seconds. Pierce, left side, excellent carry, and another first down. Inside the 15 they go.
Gain is good for a first down.
Bobcats moving well, moving fast here in this possession. 9:45 left and winding down. Ezekiel Pierce in the backfield. A fresh body. Poor snap. Massot does the intelligent thing of just falling on it. It'll be marked at the 26-yard line. And the Huskies catch a break here, big time.
Brings up a 2nd and long for the Bobcats.
A field goal here keeps it a one-score. Crucial third down for the Bobcats. 3rd and 13 inside the red zone they operate of the Huskies. 8:15 left. Trips bunch formation to the near side. Masu gets popped, tosses into the end zone, almost intercepted.
Pass incomplete in the end zone.
That looked like Christian Guerrero was about to pick it off. Field goal unit will come onto the field.
Covering on the
Either way, the Huskies need a touchdown.
Guerrero. Christian for the field goal.
This will be a 35-yarder. Connor Grace. Good snap. Kick is up. Wide left. So either way, Huskies need a touchdown. 7:59 to go in a 17-13 ball game. Here we go again, down to the wire for East LA. Gibson and the Huskies trot back on. They'll operate with 4 wide. Josiah Sheffield behind Gibson. He gets shifted to the left-hand side. Quick pass, that's Schilling. Always trustworthy is Schilling as he gets across to the 26.
Gibson's pass complete to number 16, Frank Alvarez.
Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now. 7:35 and counting in this 4th quarter. Exciting times from Weingart Stadium. Gibson throws it over the head of Zaldivar. Gibson threw it more towards the middle as Zaldivar was cutting across to the far side. Just a poor pass there. That brings up a big 3rd and 4 here with 7:18 left. Here's the snap. Blitz comes in. Pass to the far side. Incomplete. Well defended by Lewis Blunt. It was intended for Jalen Moore. And the Husky defense will have to hold once again.
Pass intended for number 11, Jalen Moore.
The field position game is becoming a cause for concern for East LA.
Brings up a punting situation for the Huskies.
After the punt, the Bobcats will most likely still have decent field position to close out the game. Morales taking his time, line drive boot. Takes a Husky bounce. Good sign for the Huskies. Inside the 30 and down at the 29 where the Bobcats will take over with 7:02 to go. Bobcat lead here in the 4th. Here on SportsNetUSA.net.
47.
.02 left in this final quarter of play. The blitz comes in. Handoff. Huskies all over that one. Ezekiel Pierce goes nowhere. Loses a bunch. So a good start for the Husky defense after an excellent punt by the nose guard, Daniel Borales, playing double duties, doing his part on special teams. A special teams unit that has struggled all season. 6:25 and counting, final quarter. Huskies show blitz. Pierce able to evade one and a second one, but the third tackler, Cameron Robinson, able to wrap him up. .605 to go.
Along with Johnny Delcombre.
3rd and 13. Low snap. Screen. Pierce fumbles it out of bounds. All over that one is Deontay Knott and Jonathan Perkins. That's a quick series for the Bobcats. They'll be booting it away. And the game of field position has instantly flipped because of the excellent punt from the Huskies, Daniel Borales.
Number 7, Rajon Bridges back for the Huskies.
5:44 on the clock, plenty of time. Looks like the Huskies will be bringing the heat. Nearly coming away with it. Bridges calls the fair catch. Huskies will take over at the 43 with 5:38 to go in this one. 17-13 Bobcats. SportsNetUSA.net. Husky offense trotting onto the field. Jalen Brown to the far side. Trips near side. Josiah Sheffield in the backfield with Gibson. Play action. Quick route. That's Kalani Washington. Picks up about 7 or so. Gets into Bobcat territory. As the clock continues to wind under 5:20 now. Do the Huskies milk it for all it's worth and try to go for a final possession, a final score here? We got a little bit of a stoppage here from the officials. Not sure why. Adjusting the ball to the 49 of the Bobcats. Still in Bobcat territory either way, as the clock is now officially under 4:55. 3 down linemen for the Bobcats. They'll bring in 4. Pump fake. Has a man open. That's Schilling. 20, 10, 5. Walks in easily. Touchdown, Huskies. The pump fake by Gibson catches everyone off guard. Schilling all alone. 49 yards to the house. Not so fast, though. The ever so crucial extra point coming up. Ivan Cervantes. Good snap. It's good. An extra point has never been more exciting here at Weingart Stadium. But plenty of time for the Bobcats. When we return, 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go for the Bobcats to either tie it or win it. This is SportsNetUSA.net. 2 plays, 57 yards for East LA as they take the lead. Gibson to Tyson Schilling. Ball will be brought up by the 41 jersey of Smith. Smith down the sideline to Big Boy. The linebacker will give the Bobcats decent field position. They'll be operating from the 34-yard line with 4:27 to go. Can a Husky defense hold here? We'll stay on the air here. Exciting times for the Huskies as they try to snap this 2-game losing streak. 2 games that went into overtime. The last one went into double OT. Here the Huskies want to end it now. No OT, please. Huskies engage 3. Masseau caught. Excellent grab by the 88 jersey. Kane Metz Terrell. Whistles are being blown. Not sure why. Personal foul, roughing the passer against East LA. So that'll add to the 13 yards that Metz Terrell caught. Things get even more interesting with 4:17 to go. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Another exciting game here on Sportsnet USA. Bobcats will line up in a trips bunch on a near side, lone receiver far side. Huskies line up with 3 down linemen. Perkins acting like he's gonna blitz. He does. He's able to spin off, tosses it. No. Perkins nearly got to Masseau, and another flag comes in.
Bobcats pass, incomplete, across the far sideline.
On the far sideline at the 20-yard line is where the flag was thrown. The sideline official running towards the head official. What's the call? Pass interference against the Huskies with 3:59. An automatic first down now. And a free 15. Puts the Bobcats at the 23 of East LA. So already in field goal range. Masseau is sacked. Messiah Williams blitzing from his backer position.
91, Omega Williams. On the sack. On the 31.
3:40 left on the clock and counting. Second and 16 from the 29 now. Pitch. That'll be Jeremiah Farrell. Picks up 4 yards. That will bring up 3rd and 12 as the clock winds under 3:05 now. Exciting times from Weingart Stadium. East LA dropped out of the top 25 with their loss last week. A shot to the end zone, well defended.
That's broken up in the end zone.
Jalen Martin able to defend there. One-on-one coverage. That will bring on the field goal unit, I would think.
Number 10 was the defender on that play.
This will be a 42-yarder.
Grace in for the field goal.
Connor Grace with 2:43 to go. And Coach Gudino will try to freeze Connor Grace as the chess match will start here with 2:43 to go. Huskies called timeout. When we come back, we'll see if the Bobcats could tie it here. SportsNetUSA.net. This will be from 42 yards out for the tie. Bobcats hoping for OT. East LA wants no part of OT. Excellent snap. Kick is up. It's good. Tie ball game. 20 all at the 2:37 mark of this fourth quarter. Connor Grace has only missed 2 field goals this season, and he's been perfect in extra points. On the East LA side, they've used up to 5 kickers. They have only made 4 extra points and have not made a single field goal all season long. Here, the Husky offense will try to bail East LA out of this one and not hope for OT. Bobcats were going to hope for a quick possession. A quick 4 and out will be ideal for Saddleback here. Thankful and grateful you could join us for another thriller here on SportsNetUSA.net. 2:37 to go. All squared at 20. Zaldivar and Jalen Moore back deep. Connor Grace leans into it. High end over end kick taken up by Zaldivar at the 13. He runs near side now. Cuts it back far side and gets tackled by a gang of Bobcats. They'll operate from the 16-yard line when we come back. The final 2:25 to go here in this fourth quarter. 2020 ball game. SportsNetUSA.net. From the 16-yard line, 4 wide for East LA. Big hit laid. Jace Hunter on Schilling. Just a pickup of 1. 2nd and 9 from the 17. Schilling still able to hold on to that one. He was the recipient of a 49-yard bomb in the previous possession. They're looking for some more of that magic here. Clock winds down under 1:50. 3 wide near side. Sheffield in motion. Gibson evades. Gibson will take off. Gibson, does he get the first down?
Gibson around left end.
We got a flag thrown on the near sideline at about the 40-yard line. Bridges pointing as if it's against the Bobcats. We'll wait and see. Holding against the Bobcats. Godinez and the Huskies will decline it. as Gibson was able to get the first down. A gain of 10 by Gibson. Ball marked at the 28 now of East LA. A minute 38 remains. An exciting finish coming up here. Oh, they'll add yards to the first down. So it was a first down and then some. We saw a lot of that from the Huskies now late in this ball game from the Bobcats. Bobcats line up in a cover 2. Gibson will take off. Gets popped by 2 Bobcats. McKinney and Travis Arena involved in the tackle there. Decent gain of about 5. Ball marked at the 43-yard line. A minute 10 left. Quick snap. Blitz comes in. Over the middle, incomplete, intended for Washington. Clock is stopped at a minute 7. Plenty of time to get something going here with 67 seconds to go. Josiah Sheffield in the backfield with Gibson. 4 wide for East LA. Gibson looks near side. Has Bridges. Can't get it. It looked like Bridges' jersey was tugged a little bit. Good defense there. That'll leave 62 seconds. And that will bring out the punting unit. Oh no, not so fast. Looks like Gudino and the Huskies will stay out on the field on this 4th and 5 with 62 seconds. Will this decision come back and haunt the Huskies? Got a little bit of a stoppage from the officials, not sure why. Biggest play of the game right here. 4th and 5, 62 seconds to go. Gibson, Schilling, is it enough? Is it enough? Turnover on downs, Bobcat football with 55 seconds to go. A big gamble there by the Huskies and head coach Bobby Gudino. You got to think that Gudino really has trust in his defense.
The Bobcats will take over on down, first down.
Although Gudino might not have a kicking game, the Bobcats do with Connor Grace. He was able to hit from 42 in the previous possession. Here 4 wide, low snap. They'll hand off to Thomas. Thomas bulldozing ahead, picks up 3. 47 seconds to go. 45 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. 2nd and 7. Again, Thomas. Huskies all over that one.
Number 19 on the carry, Thomas.
Omega Williams and Cameron Robinson all over that one as the Bobcats call timeout with 27 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and 9 with 27 seconds to go when we come back. SportsNetUSA.net. Two timeouts left for both squads. 3rd and 9 from the 45 of the Huskies. Bobcats at least looking to get into field goal range, and the officials are trying to reset the play clock, I believe. They're going to reset or adjust the game clock to 33 seconds. All right, here we go. 4 wide receivers, Thomas and Masu in the backfield. Toss far side, caught. Are the Bobcats going to call timeout here? That'll be 4th down. Gudino nor Coach Crabb of the Bobcats electing to call timeout here. Looks like they're playing for overtime. Unless they're going to give Connor Grace a chance at a long one here. We'll stay on the air here as the clock has been stopped by head coach of the Bobcats, Kerry Crabb, with 1 tick to go. 2 seconds, please. So they're adjusting the game clock to 2 seconds. All this is going on live here, right behind us. Phone calls coming in from the field to the press booth. So looks like they'll go for 1 Hail Mary, possibly. Bobcats will line up in a bunch formation to the near side, so ideally they're going to throw to the near side here. And a timeout will be called by East LA. So that'll leave 1 timeout apiece here. So Coach Bobby Godinez wanted to see what the Bobcats were going to line up with. When we and Sioux play, it'll be 4th and 5 from the 41. It looks like Saddleback will take a heave into the end zone. Pending the Hail Mary, this will be the 3rd straight game that the Huskies go into overtime. Huskies line up in a cover 3. 3 down linemen. Bunch formation, far side. Last play. The heave into the end zone. Up for grabs. Incomplete. We're going to overtime. Again. 3rd straight game, 3rd straight overtime. When we come back, the start of overtime here on SportsNet, USA.net. Start of the overtime. 3rd straight game, we go into OT. We go back 2 weeks ago to Chaffey College. East LA lost on the road in overtime, 33-31. Last week, they went down to San Diego Mesa in a thriller in double OT. Here, at the start of OT, Huskies will retain possession. 3 wide. Got a stoppage here, and we got a false start against East LA. So a poor start for the Huskies here. I'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 30 now. Terrence Gibson on the evening, 20 of 35, 265 yards, 3 TDs, and 1 lone INT. D'Artagnan Massot, 18 of 33, 189 yards, a TD, and a pick. Here, 1st and 15. Pistol set. 2 in the backfield. Hand off. No! Wide open! The play fake worked to perfection. Trey John Bridges with the touchdown. Huskies up 26-20. Pending the ever so crucial extra point. What a play fake. This will be ultra important. Ivan Cervantes in a must-make situation, because if Saddleback scores in their next possession and they make the extra point, while Cervantes misses here, Bobcats win it. Must make it here. Good snap. Kick up. It's good. Huskies 27, Bobcats 20. Saddleback will start off here. From the 25-yard line. Must score situation. If the Huskies hold, game over. NCAA rules. What a ball game. Snap. Massot. Right side, caught. Zachary Roebuck. Out route, ran to perfection. Ball marked at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, the Bobcats go.
First and goal for the Bobcats.
First and go here. Low snap, Massot able to handle. Quick slant. Again, intended for Roebuck. Second and go in the first overtime. I say first overtime because the Huskies went into double overtime last week. We'll step aside. There's an injured player for the Huskies. 27-20. Huskies on top here on Sportsnet USA. Second and go in OT. Bobcats with the snap. Towards the end zone, bobbled, incomplete. That's the 3rd time in a row Massot tried to hit Roebuck. 3rd and go. 4 down territory. Must score for the Bobcats. Field goal does nothing. Trips near side. Pierce lined up to the right side. Flushed out. Sack. Quincy Ivory making his first appearance this evening.
Back at number 14, Quincy Ivory.
Up until 2 weeks ago, Quincy Ivory was listed as the number 2 quarterback on the roster. Now lined up at N. And the Bobcats will call timeout as they have a 4th and goal from the 17. We'll step aside. 27-20 in OT, sportsnetusa.net. Do or die. 4th and goal from the 17. Bunch formation to the far side. This will be the last play in OT. Toss to the end zone, incomplete. Huskies win it in overtime. 27-20 over the Saddleback Bobcats. This one is over.
And that's the ball game. Congratulations to Coach Bobby Gudino, the SID, Joe Hayes, and the entire Husky community. Job well done.
Batted down by Trey Coburn.
We have a great crowd tonight. Thank you all.
3rd straight game into OT, and the Huskies finally win one in overtime.
Congratulations.
What a ball game. And it doesn't get any easier next week as East LA will take on a top 10 Cerritos Falcons squad next week on the road at Cerritos. The road to state stays alive, and we're not even into conference play. We'll bring you some stats here as the Huskies snap the 2-game skid. Huskies move to 2-2. Saddleback now on a 3-game skid. Terrence Gibson, what a ball game. 21 of 36, 295 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Give some credit to Tyson Schilling, the product from Minnesota, coming away with 6 grabs, 85 yards, a big long touchdown. Trajan Bridges, 5 catches, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rene Zaldivar also had a deep pass, a 40-yard touchdown grab. He caught 3 for 68 yards. On the other side, D'Artagnan Massot, he was 19 of 37, 204 yards, a TD, and a pick. So the Huskies in overtime this season, 1-2, although they moved to 500 now. So a long ball game, and finally a victory for East Los Angeles. A must situation it was here this evening. Playoff atmosphere here at Weingart Stadium. We'd like to say our thank yous to all our sponsors for NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, weight loss, and vitamin experts. For DG Sports Marketing and Broadcasting, helping your company find a sound path. If you're interested in advertising on air with us, call 213-448-8434. That's 213-448-8434. For Albert Robles, Ed Ford, I'm Dan Gudino. We'll see you next week on the road, a radio call here on SportsNetUSA.net. Good night. Huskies win it.